reacting to Tyler Robinson's social media history is now exposed.
To the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Okay, so as promised in the last video I recorded, I got a little bit of a follow-up here. Actually, quite the significant follow-up, building on the bombshell report about a trans boyfriend of the Charlie Kirk assassin, Tyler Robinson. Well, the updates are moving fast, and the picture at this point is again becoming undeniable. I know you're seeing leftists all over social media try to scrub this report or claim that it's unverified or incorrect, but the reality is we are building the motive and building very strong connections. Just as we had family members confirming some information about Tyler Robinson and his political views, well, we're now getting the exact same thing about his trans furry boyfriend, the individual known as Lance Twiggs. We're starting to build a very clear picture here. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, friends, so we now have confirmation of what we suspected. Tyler Robinson's partner, identified as Lance Twiggs, was in fact living with him at the time of the shooting. That is now confirmed. Again, like I mentioned in the previous video, the left is trying to deny this report, but now confirmed by one of Lance Twiggs' family members. The two were in fact living together. They were apparently renting one of the townhomes as seen on screen for $1,800 a month, and so anybody suggesting that Tyler Robinson was living with his family full-time, well, is simply a liar. And it gets even worse. Take a look at this headline from the Gateway Pundit. Quote, relative spills on Lance Twiggs' relationship with Charlie Kirk assassin. Quote, full of evil and hatred, feared he might hurt someone, raged against Christians and conservatives. So a relative who chose to remain anonymous spoke with a small outlet named Wisconsin Right Now, and they admitted that they were afraid that Twiggs himself, not Tyler, would actually hurt someone. And this was based on things that he would say to his own family.
But who shot the gun? That's who took the shot. I don't think it was Twiggs, right? Let's keep going.
Confirmed that he was not mentally well. He had been transitioning for about 4 years, and that yes, Tyler Robinson was Twiggs' boyfriend. The family member said that they distanced themselves from Twiggs' constant hostility towards, quote, conservative ideals and Christian values. They cut ties completely, calling him unhealthy, angry, and especially at Christians and conservatives. So again, it seems to line up perfectly with exactly what we've been suspecting, and what all the information and evidence is now indicating, that Tyler Robinson was romantically involved with a trans activist who was openly anti-Christian, openly hateful towards conservatives, and considered disturbed and unstable by his own family. And these two were living together at the time of the assassination. And the information dump doesn't just end there. We've got some other layers to this onion. As you can see on screen, this is allegedly Lance Twiggs' Instagram account. The handle is under the name Sir Lancelot, with the bio that reads, friendly neighborhood licensed fish finder. We're learning that in trans and drag queen slang, fish is apparently a term that's used to describe somebody who passes well as female, and so obviously that's adding more context. It's insider language from the trans.
Yeah, the boyfriend is transitioning from, I believe, his boy to girl. Yeah, that's why.
Trans and drag culture. You can also see the avatar, where the individual is clearly presenting as some sort of furry persona, or otherwise known as a fursona. And when you connect all of that with what we already know, well, it starts to make perfect sense, especially on top of another report that we've got here from the New York Post, which is claiming that the Charlie Kirk assassination suspect had a furry fixation, and his trans boyfriend proclaimed support for Biden on social media. An account on the website furaffinity.net, which features sexualized images of cartoon animal characters, features an account name matching one that Robinson used on his various gaming and online accounts, friends told the Daily Mail. The spent cartridges, believed to belong to the murder weapon, was inscribed with the message, notices bulges, oh whoa, what's this? A phrase associated with a popular furry internet meme. Oh wow, so it's basically exactly as we've been describing it. And now remember how the left immediately rushed to say that those engravings were anti-trans? That it was proof that Tyler was secretly right-wing? No, of course not. It was clear since day one that those engravings were tied to some weird online internet culture that likely Twiggs and Tyler were both a part of. Trans, furry, femboy meme communities. It's the exact kind of rhetoric and slang and ideology that fills their world, not the right-wing world. When's the last time you heard a right-winger posting memes about noticing bulges? Holy frickin' crap, but once again, the left's attempt to debunk only exposes how completely out of touch they are with their own freaking subcultures, or probably more accurately, how utterly dishonest they are. The facts are becoming very clear here, and I'm pretty sure behind the scenes the FBI has a whole lot more information than we do. The governor of Utah recently said this.
You told the Wall Street Journal that it is, quote, very clear to us and to the investigators that this was a person who was deeply indoctrinated with leftist ideology. Can you elaborate on that and be more specific?
Well, sure. So that information comes from the people around him, from his family members and friends. That's how we got that information.
I mean, for the governor to say that, you know that he's not speaking lightly. He's probably seen the briefings, he's seen the receipts, which means that Robinson's online history, it must be overflowing with exactly what you might assume it will be. Leftist propaganda, extreme rhetoric, anti-Christian and anti-conservative radicalism. I mean, where we are today is we've got this individual, Tyler Robinson, who's an ex-Mormon who recently left the church. He's got online accounts on these furry websites, most likely went down a pipeline of trans porn and other things. He then eventually meets a trans furry. They move in together. They become a couple. As the years go by, he becomes more and more radicalized by left-wing rhetoric. All the people around him seem to be identifying him as a leftist who was in fact becoming more radical in his viewpoints. Then he shoots Charlie Kirk with the bullet casings having anti-fascist messaging on them and trans rhetoric / memes. I mean, that's the picture here. And the craziest part is that the left is looking at that and then says, oh, looks like a MAGA conservative. Looks like a groyper. These people are out of their damn minds. I mean, just connect the dots. I think the motive is pretty clear. Charlie Kirk is a known Christian conservative. Tyler Robinson was in a gay relationship with a partner whose own family described him as disturbed, unstable, and full of hatred against Christian conservatives.
Now, before we go on, right, we've watched this video. We still have another video, right? And this is the one that brings more evidence to the conversation between Charlie Kirk's shooting suspect, Tyler Robinson, and his roommate or his alleged boyfriend, right? Let's check out this video.
Police interviewed Robinson's roommate, a biological male who was involved in a romantic relationship with Robinson. The roommate told police that the roommate received messages from Robinson about the shooting, and he did provide those messages to police.
That's good.
On September 10th, 2025, the roommate received a text message from Robinson which said, "Drop what you're doing. Look under my keyboard." The roommate looked under.
So now the reason why we're doing this, or I'm showing this video, is basically people are saying it's the roommate's intentions. It was the roommate's influence that caused Tyler to kill this guy. But even if the family says this is the evidence we have, that's not confirmed. That's not like the only thing, because at the end of the day, the roommate didn't do it. Tyler did. Tyler could have done it regardless. Yes, they're dating, but I don't think I'll jump off a cliff if my girlfriend told me to, right? So let's keep watching.
The keyboard and found a note that stated, quote, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." Police found a photograph of this note. The following text exchange, then took place. After reading the note, the roommate responded, "What? You're joking, right?" Robinson, "I am still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I gotta grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I am sorry to involve you." Roommate, "You weren't the one who did it, right?" Robinson, I am. I'm sorry." Roommate, "I thought they caught the person." Robinson,
They did.
"No, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering." Roommate, "Why?" Robinson, "Why did I do it?" Roommate, yeah. Robinson, "I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out. If I am able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully they have moved on. I haven't seen anything about them finding it. Roommate, how long have you been planning this? Robinson, a bit over a week, I believe. I can get close to it, but there is a squad car parked right by it. I think they already swept that spot, but I don't want to chance it. Robinson again, I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring back Grandpa's rifle.
And his old man basically was the one that said, hey man, this is the person that killed Charlie Kirk. He was the old man that, I won't say snitched, but exposed him, right? Let's keep going.
IDEK if it's had a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me. I worry about prints. I had to leave it in a bush where I changed outfits. Didn't have the ability or time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find prints. How the F will I explain losing it to my old man? Only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel. Remember how I was engraving bullets? The F in messages are mostly a big meme. If I see notice bulge UWU on Fox News, I might have a stroke all right. I'm going to have to leave it. That really effing sucks. Judging from today, I'd say Grandpa's gun does just fine, IDK. I think that was a $2K scope. Wink, wink. Robinson again. Delete this exchange. Again, Robinson. My dad wants photos of the rifle. He says Grandpa wants to know who has what. The feds released a photo of the rifle, and it is very unique. He's calling me, RN, not answering. Robinson. Since Trump got into office, my dad has been pretty diehard MAGA.
Wow.
Robinson, I'm going to turn myself in willingly. One of my neighbors here is a deputy for the sheriff. Again, you are all I worry about, love. That came from Robinson. Roommate, I'm much more worried about you. Robinson, don't talk to the media, please. Don't take any interviews or make any comments. If any police ask you questions, ask for a lawyer and stay silent. Police.
All right, guys, that's the end of the video. Now, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it, but obviously he could, I don't think it was the trans boyfriend that influenced him. It doesn't look like the trans boyfriend was expecting him to take such actions. I think he was the one that took the action. I think he did a terrible job trying to hide his actions. And I think, you know, I don't know how to say it. It's not right for somebody to just kill a man because of his political opinions. It's sad that he had to go through, like, Charlie Clark's family. I really feel bad for them and everything, and may he rest in peace. But yeah, this is just my little opinion on the whole Tyler Robertson's situation and the whole boyfriend thing. Like the video, comment what you would like me to react to next, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.